Well, there you go, fellas. Made the ultimate sacrifice for you. But as I was saying, yeah, once the sepals start to reflex backwards a bit, that's the time to take the seed pods. But the rule is, see 3 seed pods, take 1, leave 1 for the plant, 1 for the environment. That's the rule. Stick by the rule, and then you can have a free conscience. You've left something to replace the plant, something to, to do some sort of survival of the fittest in the environment. Because it follows the Wallace rule that the plants and all these organisms put out more offspring into the environment than the environment can support. So it becomes like a survival of the fittest sort of thing. So there are going to be fallen soldiers along the way anyway. So yeah. And if you've got like a banana in the bush or something, just take the top bit, the fork, just a single fork, take it home, have a go with it. Doesn't work, and then you always go back and take another one. But in the meantime, it's growing some new leaves. It's recovered. You know, don't dig the genetic diversity out of the ground. Do it the right way. As I say, stick by the rules, play by the rules. You win by the rules. You know. So now we just come back on the other path that comes all the way down that I filmed before, but I probably wasn't filming in nice gorgeous night scene foliage because I hadn't discovered the setting back then, I think. And I'm still slowly working out settings, which is the best for the dicktails in the toilet sort of thing, which is the best in the car. Sometimes I get the sense it might be just keep on night scene foliage in the car. Sometimes, you know, indoor beach night scene does seem to be good at night time when it gets dusk, but you've got to be just at that right point. If it still hasn't got dark enough, you can have problems. And also the camera has trouble. I noticed last night I was trying to film and it had trouble focusing on that setting. But once it is focused, you get the advantage. It does sort of give you somewhat true one-to-one colour sort of thing. And oh, it's tempting. Is that a new path that's been cut in there? Yeah, it looks like it's a new one that's been cut in there, fellas. Whether that's been cut in for the bikers or something else, but I always like to explore new cut-ins because it does give you easier access to yeah. But don't you just love the soil, you know? Wouldn't you love to generate something like that in a pot? Well, I think we are actually starting to generate something like that. Well, at least in the front yard, and probably to some extent in the pot. I'm thinking another idea is to get a milk bottle container and have bottomlands rhodium on one side and pure sand on the other, and maybe growing a plant once it's washed through, so its root run goes right down between the two. So if you get like root hairs going one way and mycorrhizas on one side, but not so much on the other. Oh, you're back again. I was just exploring this new cutting.
Good cut.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, maybe I should call these trips my day with a biker. Yeah, it sounds like a good one. If people say, what? And because everyone would be expecting, you know, a biker, but you know. Yes. Was he a bicyclist or was he a gay cyclist? Oh, yeah, it was a joke from the other clip. But yeah, see, there's the pond down there. Can you see that? I just put the camera up really high. We're going to go down to that, and there is a sty area in there. I just got to re-find it again. It took me a while to find it, but I found it years ago, and yeah, back in 2003, and managed to find a way in. And of course, that was the time when it was all almost dried out in certain patches, sort of thing, but it was still quite interesting. So there are areas off the track where you get quite large numbers of Whittigri, but the Whittigri and Profile don't seem to occur too much together. You know, when you have good profiles, hardly any Whittigri. Oh yes, that looks really nice. Oh, look at the sunnage on that coming off there. Looks bloody brilliant from here. Probably I have to go in a little bit closer to get the same scene that I get back there here with the wide angle on, but it looks absolutely stunning. That should make a fantastic screenshot if I can get close enough. A little bit further without falling off the mountain. Yeah, so yeah, he's in prey failures at my feet here, so you know, and yeah. Anyway, it looks like we're heading down to something. Sometimes there's a little jumping off point I have to jump off of. You know, when I was younger, it was, you know, you just jumped off. But these days, you got to worry about throwing your knee out or something. These days, you know. Well, hopefully the fish fingers and the eggs and the crumpets in the morning. I don't know what it is. I seem to handle crumpets quite well, but bread these days, nah. Now someone told me they actually grind up bird feathers and put it into bread. With here we go. Here we go. This is what I'm. There, finally, Richard, you get us onto something good. Yeah, sorry about this, fellas, but oh well. Oh, we're so close to back to the termite mouth. And there's that one where I have filmed that one in. It just doesn't seem to be as colourful this year. Well, not at the moment anyway. Maybe I'm just a bit late. Yeah. Anyway. And I mean, it's just the way that they just grow right across the pathway. You know. So they are quite smaller here. I still don't know what that Fred Howe form is, sort of thing. Maybe we'll pop into a Tangoe on the way, I don't know. We'll just try. It's just the way they sit against the Astroloma, the Glaucus Astronoma. See, that one hasn't quite finished, fully expanded out. So yeah, I think they need the weekend of rain, I reckon. But yeah, I think we need just to come out here. Is this where we come out, Helen? Or have I taken the wrong step? Oh, there's a jumping off point there I used to jump off. I think this will be good enough. Anyway, I'll come down here, I'll find the styway in if I can, and then we'll just have a quick scout around the dam area there and see if we can find any opportunities, areas we might want to scatter a few minka pigs or something. Okay. Geez, you wouldn't even know it was there from here, would you? Okay, over and out.